home stretch here. Are you happy with how the offense has developed?
It's been a great spring for us. I think offensively, kind of like I talked about last week. I think installation-wise, we're probably further along than you'd expect. And then, the cool thing right now is we're able to get like situational in a lot of good situations, and that's great experience for our guys. You know what I mean? The more you can do that, the better. And I think, like I said, a lot of that has to do with the fact that they've really picked up what we're trying to do. They understand what we're trying to do. They're executing at a pretty high level. And when that's the case, now you can get a little more into situational, and whatever that may be. Walt's done a great job so far, like mixing up the situation every day and creating learning experiences for us all. So, I think, like I said, we got a lot of good work there.
Abdur's a guy that's again originally committed to Northwestern, ended up coming to Purdue, tore his ACL. He's had a rough go of it here. How have you seen him kind of progress and maybe a little bit healthier than he's been throughout his career to maybe get some opportunities?
Yeah, I think like you said, he's a talented player, and I think that the thing that this spring, what I say about Abdur is he's just been super consistent, and I think that's almost in what we're doing and probably in what anyone's doing. Like, consistency is huge, and just being able to show up and be the same guy every day, do what you're asked to do. Early on in spring, we challenged Abdur because the way we do things and just the way we're practicing is probably different than in the past. And so after our first practice, kind of challenged him in the meeting room, and he's responded, and he's been great. And so that's been really encouraging. Like I said, I think a lot of a lot of the guys overall have done a really good job, but being consistent is huge, and that's, I think Abdur kind of epitomizes that. Like, the same dude every single day, comes out here with the right mindset, comes out here with the right attitude, and really tries to get better, and because of that, he's been very productive.
Talked last week about Elijah Canyon, just you being surprised of his athleticism, his shiftiness. Just what element does he add to this offense?
I think he gives us a lot of, actually, a ton of diversity, kind of like a tight end, from a standpoint of he's so big but athletic, like we talked about last week, and so kind of like Drake London for us at USC, who also was really big, really long, but can move like a little person. When you have that skill set, you can play inside, you can play outside, you can create matchups for them, you can move them around and let them play different spots. And because, like I said, you have a fluid skill set with a big body, you're able to create problems for defenses. And so I think that with his skill set, with his abilities, like I said, he makes us really versatile. We can move him around. He can play any of the positions. Part of that's because he's really smart. He picks things up very quickly, so he's learned the offense. And I couldn't be happier with what he's given us. And I think that he grows every day, and we challenge him. To just kind of like we talked about earlier with Abdur, like, his challenge is like, hey, you got to show up, be tough, and be the same guy every day. And if you do that with your skill set, you got a chance to be really special. And he's kind of embracing that and doing a good job for us. So he's played every receiver position, both inside, both outside, on both sides of the football, and done it well. And so he could be a fun guy that could make us really versatile. Kind of like I said, kind of like how we use Drake at SC.
Graham, competition. Kind of tell us how you daily, did you have any sort of a grading system with your quarterbacks every day? Did you go back, watch film, sit down in a meeting room? Is there, again, any type of a